Hello beautiful people, happy new week. It is indeed a beautiful week and I hope your week is doing good or is going well so far. I am back with another video. I think we should have a drum roll for this one. Drum roll! I am back with another video. I'm super excited because this video is a step forward, a step to us reaching a generational legacy, us creating wealth. I just bought my 6th bond in the government securities. Oh my god, that's a lot. I was literally just trying to understand how they work. I started my journey sometime last year and I was basically just trying to understand how they work before I even share a video about it. So today I basically share how it's been so far, my lessons so far and all that stuff. So let's get into the video. I'm kind of like excited, as you can see. I'm just like all over the place because this is my dream coming true. This is me creating wealth and in all form of investment. I shared about Devia, an offshore investment, and now this is my investment, my first investment into government securities. So let's get into it. Obviously, somebody does not understand what government bonds are. Government bonds is simply you lending money to the government so that the government has enough funding for various projects like the roads, the hospitals, and everything literally with regards to improving the economy of a country. So a government bond is simply you lending money to the government and the government has to pay you at an agreed term, at an agreed interest rate. So you can buy bonds for, let's say, 2 years, 5 years, 15 years, 10 years. So what you're basically doing is lending money to the government. So I actually knew of government bonds since I think sometime 2016, but by then I was in China, and then the whole process in China of you buying government bonds, I just couldn't even figure it out. First of all, the language barrier. Second is like, you know, China has high security when it concerns money. So I wasn't even sure if I could invest as a foreigner. So I just learned about it. In general, I had my notes. I studied about it. Then earlier last year, I don't know if you follow Victoria Chama. You should. Victoria actually posted something about government bonds and I was interested because I already knew about government bonds. So I reached out to her. We had a Zoom session. She walked myself and my friend into depth how they work, how the bonds work here in Zambia, and it was eye-opening. So I was like, okay, I want to do this, but I'm only going to do it like the first investment. I understand how it goes and all that. So I did the first one. Then in October, I had a class on bonds with Mr. Munyumba. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'll add his name here and his details. So I had a class in October with regards to bonds, and then he just explained like in-depth methods on how you can make more money using bonds and so on and so forth. So I now was just like comfortable. I was confident, like I could do it now. So the method I use when it comes to bonds investment, first of all, if you don't know more about bonds, what are bonds, and you want to learn, I'm not going to go into details with that because Victoria has done a very good job. So Victoria Chama did a video on bonds, which is so good, so amazing, great content. So I'll link it in the description box below if you want to learn more about bonds. You better follow her. You better follow her journey on Instagram as well, but she did justice to the topic. So if you want to learn more, I'll just link in the description box her details so that you can watch her video. My video is more like my experience. So I'm also going to be sharing with you guys the whole process, like how do you buy bonds, and the technique or method that I am currently using. So to buy bonds, what you need to do is to open a CSD account, which is simply a Central Security Deposit account with Bank of Zambia. So once that is done, officially are given a number which is your account number. So each time you purchase bonds, that is accounted to your account number. So you are going to use your bank. For me, I used my bank, who opens the account for me. You're going to need to fill out this form. So once that is done, you will need to attach your NRC, passport size photos, and you're also going to need proof of residency. Yes, if I quite remember, proof of residency. And that is attached to the form. The bank is going to submit on your behalf. After they submit on your behalf, you get an email confirming that your account was opened. So what happened in my case actually was I submitted all the documents with my bank, plus the letter applying for government bonds. I'll explain the later and all that in details as well. So I applied with the bank, and then the bank actually just sent my application letter without the form of the CSD account. So that particular month I couldn't buy bonds because then I didn't have the CSD account. So when Bank of Zambia or whoever was bidding on my behalf to buy the bonds, they realized I don't have an account, so they couldn't buy them for me. So I had to wait another month after my account was created. Luckily, I received an email on time saying they couldn't go through buying the bonds on my behalf because I didn't have a CSD account. However, that was rectified, and the following month I bought my first bond. That is with regards to you opening up a CSD account. Now that you've opened up your CSD account with your bank, what you will do next is you want to purchase the bonds. What happens is it's not automatic, like you just tell somebody, I want these bonds and then this much. Every month, that is around towards the end of the month, usually in between 20th to 30th, there is what we call a bidding. Actually, at the beginning of the month, the government releases how much money they need to borrow from individuals. So if you are smart enough, you can go ahead and bid on your own, or you can use your bank to bid on your behalf. To bid simply means they are buying bonds on your behalf. So if you are going the bank route, which I did, you're going to need to write a letter. I will insert a sample of the letter here. Once that letter is written, you're going to submit it to the bank with your NRC. So if you are planning on buying bonds every month, that means every month you have to submit the letter. So for my side, I use the same template. I use the same template and I don't include the date. So I just sign and write down the date. So I've literally printed them in advance. So each time I want to buy the bonds, I just take the letter to the bank and make sure the money is in my account. Once the bidding or the buying goes through, I'm trying to use simplest English. Once the bidding or the buying goes through, then I will be notified. Actually, I will be notified maybe 2 working days later, but I noticed because there will be a deduction from my bank account. There will be a deduction from my bank account, meaning the bidding was successful. And then maybe usually a day or 2 later, you receive a statement showing, I'll actually insert it here. I really want this video to be as informative as possible. So you receive an email saying your bidding was successful. So the top part, like I said, is the CDS account, then your auction name, your security number, the issue number, and the settlement date is when that money was given to the government. The maturity date is when it will mature. So basically, this is how a statement looks like. So like in my case, this is a 15,000 kwacha bond, which is valued at 79, and it costed me 11,874. What that means is when they were deducting from my account, they did not actually deduct 15,000, but they gave me a discount, which is the 3,000 plus that you see here. So in short, in the next 3 years, what they'll be paying me back is 15,000, and every 6 months, I am given what is called a coupon. So that's basically with regards to registration, opening the account. The process is you have to choose your method. Are you just doing bonds like once in a year, or are you just going to do bonds like monthly? My method, my approach towards investing in bonds, thank you to Mr. Munyumba, has been, first of all, to ladder the bonds. What laddering simply means is that for the past 6 months, like I said, this is my 6th government bond. So for the past 6 months, I have been buying bonds every month. So I send in an application every month, which has been approved monthly. That every 6 months, the government pays what is called a coupon. So a coupon is simply like, consider it a payment for you every 6 months. So if you are investing for 2 years, you get a coupon in the first 6 months, then the second 6 months, the third 6 months, and the last 6 months. And thereafter, at the end of your 2 years contract, at the end of the 2 years contract, you will receive the initial amount you invested plus the interest on your bond. So essentially, you will be receiving like 4 coupons, and the 5th one will be your interest. So since I'm receiving money every 6 months, the idea with laddering is you want to receive money every month for the whole year. So since it's every 6 months, so every 6 from the 6th month, the 6 bonds that I have invested, that will mean the latter 6 months, every month I'll be receiving money. So that makes an income for the whole year. So you receive, like, month 1 you invested, then 6 months later you receive, then month 2 you receive, 7th month you receive money, so you receive your coupon. So that was the idea, and I really loved that approach, so I decided to take it. So the first thing is I'm laddering. Then after I'm laddering, the money, that the coupon that I will be paid, I'm putting it back into bonds. What I'm doing is I'm snowballing. Think of it like a snowball, and you're rolling it over with your interest to make a huge ball. What you're doing is you're compounding your interest as well, making you have more money. I've decided every money that comes as a coupon payment, I'm going to put it back in bonds, making me invest whatever money that I have so far in bonds for the next 10 years. I'm not going to withdraw. I put it in a way that it's money that I don't need now. It's long term. So I'm okay with it just being in bonds, because then it's just going to stay there and keep growing. So that's the whole idea with me choosing bonds as an investment option. It's very secure as well, because the government is not going to run away. Okay, and definitely they are going to pay. So it's a very secure field, and I chose to begin with bonds because I wanted to understand how it works before I move to stocks. I bought my first stock. Oh, it's supposed to be for the next video. I bought my stocks as well. Anyway, I already broke the news. So I bought my stocks as well, and I'm just trying to get a hold of how it works before I make a video about it, but I'm in the process. So basically, when it comes to bonds, that's my goal. I ladder it first, and then I snowball. So laddering, think of it like you invest. Then now the coupons start coming down, you roll them back into it, and it just becomes like a cycle for the next 10 years. So I'm so excited, and I definitely did want to share with you guys so that yes, you can also get on this journey. You can watch Victoria's video, research on your own. You can find out more information about bonds. And yes, it's a very secure investment. It's a very trusted investment, because I mean, the government is involved, and the government is not going anywhere anytime soon, and they always need money to borrow. So if you have money available, definitely you should consider investing in bonds. The minimum actually is like 1,000 kwacha. So yes, basically I wanted to share with you because hello, we are on a journey to leaving a generational legacy, and that has to be shared, you know, like it has to be shared for you to also get on that journey as well. Until my next video, guys, I'm definitely excited for this, and I'm looking forward to sharing more as I learn. So yes, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.